The Lone Star Showdown. The rivalry once thought dead and gone, but it is back. And now we find out who gets the right to lay claim to the football-obsessed state of Texas. This matchup has had all kinds of great moments, and we're ready for some more. Welcome to Kyle Field in College Station, Texas. It's the Texas Longhorns and the Texas A&M Aggies. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
When you walk into Kyle Field in College Station, Texas, it is so dynamic. From the traditions, the cheering, the crowd in unison, it is straight up and down of electric Aggie pride. This is one of the most unique places you can ever watch a college football game, and we expect it to be just as loud and energetic here today. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Holly. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. The run inside. It's Smothers. Still on his feet at the 35. Right down the gut of the field. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Longhorns! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Running behind that left side. At the 35, he's open. Speeding down the left side. The 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Aggie.
And that is exactly what they wanted to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running back spot. They said this guy could do it. And you get a good glimpse of it early in this football game. Palmer, there's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed. And that guy takes off, he races some angles, and makes the big play early.
It's so true, David. There's so many really good running backs in the country that can make people miss, but when we see them get into the second level, they always get caught. This guy is a little bit different. And now if you're on defense, that's a big alert. You know, hey, if we don't tackle him, if linebackers miss him, if safeties miss him, and this guy gets in the second level, he is taking it to the house. There's a lot of pressure now in this defense to tackle.
And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or do you say, hey, QB, throw that thing out there?
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
The Longhorns in the hurry up. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Did Bevo really get his name after altering a brand on his backside put there by Texas A&M students? So many questions to answer since 1894, guys.
And that's what's so cool about this rivalry. When you have the back and forth and who did what, going all the way back to 1894, Reese's first birthday.
Oh, it's picked off. A rare mistake from this guy. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job on the DB, making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
To the ground with the back. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Making side adjustments here. Here's Reed to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Craver. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10.
Slants against man. That wide receiver has to win right now at the line of scrimmage against that DB playing man coverage. Quarterback, timing with the wide receiver, put it on the money. Wide receiver's probably still going to get hit too and got to hold on to that thing.
Moving out to the right. Trying to make magic with his feet. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
Man, that's so frustrating. And it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
Makes the grab. It's Craver. At the 20, he's got space. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
And you can tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Never a good time for a turnover, but it always seems a little worse when you're about to knock on the door of the end zone.
No doubt about it. And it's this area of the field, Reese, where your execution really has to be great. Because down in the red zone, the windows to throw into it for a quarterback are smaller, and they close a lot quicker. So you really have to be on the same.
Makes a grab and room to run. The 50, the 40, the 20, the 10, and he scores! Touchdown, Texas!
And And that's what makes this guy so dangerous. You get him the ball early, and he can do all the work after the catch. Phenomenal job in the open field, uses the speed. It's a long touchdown. Man, it feels like an earthquake just went off here.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have that guy that you can find, and he can make all that damage after the catch. And I tell you what, as a defense, you got to respect it. You got to get more eyeballs on him and more attention to him.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for a gap. It's Owens. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Play fake, Reed. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field, because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
Not a big window, and that throw was money, and they've got it at the 30.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Now on first down from the 30. Gets the back moving. Here's Manning to throw. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. And the Longhorns now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the air, it's Manning. Unloads to the right. It falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of the period. And we take a look at how these quarterbacks are doing so far. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Manning from the gun on third down. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
You know what, Reese, it is a great play, and I think they were in nickel, so they brought an extra guy on the field that has some speed, take a linebacker that's a little bit slower off the field, and you could see it paid dividends on that third down.
And he missed it. No good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss, make great. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Looking for a crease. It's Owens. Maybe some room here. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Really good looking run there. This guy reminds me a little bit of an old Texas A&M Aggie great, Leland McElroy. He was so dangerous in space. It was so difficult to bring down to the ground. All 11 guys on defense had to rally to the football. This guy has a little bit of that too. If they can find more creative ways to get this guy out in the open field, watch out, because he's a home run waiting to happen.
So now it's 2nd and long. Play fake, Marcel Reed. He turns that loose down the right side. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. And the interception was enough. The return made it even better as he gets it down to the 48-yard line.
And another mistake from this quarterback. That's back-to-back drives now that have resulted in interceptions. He's got to find a way to find something different, get in a better rhythm, start seeing the field better, Palmer, because he's not in a flow right now.
No, David, it looks like he's forcing the football a little bit, maybe trying to make up for that interception he threw on the last drive. But that last play, there was no way that football should have gone there. He could have gotten off of that, checked it down, or thrown it away. This quarterback, he needs a breather right now. He's got to...
Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 10. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He's got great speed. What a great return, and he flips the field to start this drive off, and he just about scored himself. It is so good to have a dangerous return man. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this.
And that's a live ball behind the line. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting them a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback's rhythm.
He might want another play. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Marcel Reed. He'll get rid of it. Beautifully thrown ball, nice grab, good footwork, everything you want on the completion.
Hey, man, that's a frustrating end to that play. And I say that, man, because you need to give me everything you have. Like, I can't run out of bounds. I got a chance to maybe get the 1st down, lower my shoulder, be physical. My team needs a couple more yards to get the 1st down, and dude chose to run out of bounds.
And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31.
Well, you never even dream about this kind of start if you're a quarterback. That now his 4th interception in the 1st half, and he's just not been able to shake this. Bad decision-making. Fundamentally, he's just been off. This offense has never been able to find a rhythm, and I know this is a very talented player, but if you're the head coach at this point, you've got to consider benching this guy.
Fires to the wideout. Complete, left side, Coleman. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this passing game, and you saw it right there between the QB and his intended target, getting that big catch.
Grab behind the line. It's Wingo. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Manning. The short hands. It's Townsend. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The Longhorns want to pick up the tempo. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be 4th down.
Man, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
The offense is going to stay on the field. They'll take a pass on the 55-yard field goal attempt. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on 4th down, and I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on 4th down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time, so you chalk it up.
Here's a little room there. The 30, at the 20. Touchdown, Texas A&M. He would not be denied.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play.
Number 24, set to kick off.
And he's going to bring this one out. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Pulled and finds his man on the left. What a cut. Now he's loose. And it's a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 44. The Longhorns peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line.
Man, it's fun to be a QB when you can get the ball out and your guys can make plays like that. You're in the corner of your own end zone. You don't like where you're at. You need some space. And
there he goes. They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a 1st down. Throwing Manning. Keeps looking downfield. Makes a deep grab. Touchdown, Longhorn. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with a lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
And let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
On the run from inside his 25. Brings a return out across the 25. Gets a couple of extra yards. He stopped at the 27-yard line. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Throwing Reed. Pressure coming. He fires a bullet to the right.
And that's pretty encouraging. Like, this defense needs a shot in the arm, right? Like, 2 possessions, they've given up 2 touchdowns. Like, now they try to be aggressive and go after the deep ball right away. Nice coverage. That's a good start to this drive. 2 bad drives, we flush those, we forget about those. See if this defense can get back on track.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment. They've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half. Just enough time for one final play of the half. The DBs will back off a bit. Here's Arch to throw. He lets one fly deep. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. That's going to wrap it up here in the first half. Stay tuned. Second half not too far away. He'll put total under and get this second half started. They'll grab the squib kick just inside the 10. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground.
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them. So a nice job being able to pounce back on that. And the head coach breathing a huge sigh of relief.
And the sack all the way back at the 5.
This is a tough part of the field. You want to try to create some space and give yourself an opportunity not to throw out of your own end zone. They didn't hold up in protection. They give up the sack, but thank goodness they didn't give up a safety.
Reed unloads to the wideout. Pulls it in. It's Bussey. He'll get it out to the 25. Not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running inside, it's Owens. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Here comes the heat. He sacked this defense all over him.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
And guys, I'm trying to find a way to be up here and be positive, and I guess here's how I'm going to be positive. At least the other team didn't catch it, because he's thrown it to the other team a lot.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. 4th down, Reed. Steps away to find some room. He's going to run it. He's out past the 35. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Marking at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big 3rd down conversion by this offense.
Nearly another interception. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Reed makes the catch. It's Horton. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains. The Aggies will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to pass. It's Reed. Working that left side now.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
And the Aggies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Reed to the air again. Caught. And he makes a completion there. Set up and in business at the 20.
And the QB just makes it look easy. Drop back, surveys the field, makes the correct decision, throws the ball where his receiver can catch it, doesn't put it in harm's way. That's a really good quarterback making it look easy.
The Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Snap it to the back. Not a lot there. Picks up one inside the 20 to the 19.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
We've already seen the gifts he has, man. You've seen him dance. You've seen him rush, like really good speed. That's what we talked about coming to this football game, trying to get some negative plays. A better job by the defense there, being aggressive, getting to him, and getting the sack on that play.
Stepping to the right. On the move, he fires. Finds space on the right. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. And the Aggies go back to work after moving the chains through the air. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Owens. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Quarterback making checks.
139 Albatross.
Looks as if he's going to run it. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
It's now 3rd and goal.
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Here's Reed to throw. Into the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Texas A&M!
And man, that is exactly what you wanted to see from this offense to start the 3rd quarter. Like, the passing game, it just wasn't in sync. It wasn't where it needs to be. You dug yourself a little bit of hole, Palmer, but coming out like this, throwing, trusting your quarterback, putting a drive together, that's got to be a good sign.
And this is where the coaching staff really makes their money. When you can go in at halftime and switch things up and make the changes you need to make to your game plan to find that rhythm and get it established. That is such a great way, you're right, to start this thing. And now for this offense, it's about keeping it going, trying to stay one step ahead of the defense.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Brown. It breaks into the open and makes a tackle at the 23 after he got 10.
Well, we're not quite in the 4th quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
Got a man. It's Wingo. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the 3rd quarter stats. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Looking for room, it's Smothers. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
Yeah, it's a nice job by this defense. Obviously backed up against it, time running out. Gotta get the football back. 2 good plays, now third down. I stay aggressive, have to come after him. If they decide to throw the football, so be it. But stay aggressive, get that football back for your offense.
Third down from the gun, Manning. Fires to the big fella. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They're going to leave it in the hands of their offense on fourth down from their own territory, holding the lead. Looking down the middle. He's got it and more than enough for a first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
And how about this offense, man? They put the ball in the hands of the guy they trust the most. Fourth down, needed conversion. You're wanting to salt this clock away. You want this game to end with...
Looking for the end zone. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Longhorns!
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Nice return there, and he'll be dragged down at the 34. Here comes the Aggies offense out to start this drive. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. Texas A&M going quickly.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back. You try to get to the quarterback. Play smart. Make sure you rally to the football tackle and don't give up the big plays.
Throws to the wideout. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
You got to love what you've seen from the defense in this game, too. They knew coming into this one against this quarterback, being as talented as he is, they were going to have to be really good in coverage on the back end, and that's been the case all game long. They have never let it be easy for this quarterback.
Throwing, Reed. Fires to the wideout. Finds his man. It's Horton. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Dropping back, it's Reed. Finds his tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Hauls it in. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback, rally to the football, gang tackle, and you're going to win this game.
Again, it's Reed. And that third down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, on third and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on fourth down.
The offense changing the play. Marcel Reed to throw for it on fourth. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a catch, first down and maybe a lot more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. First and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. Reed rushes on him. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Back to throw, it's Reed. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an out.
From the gun on third down, Reed lets it go to the end zone, and he throws another interception. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know Mr. Quarterback.
Fighting to get it out of the end zone, and I don't think he made it. He did not. It's a safety.
Well, he was trying his best to get out of the end zone, but the penetration up front is what got that safety for the defense. Shooting their gaps, winning the one-on-ones. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Might be changing the route. Reed. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too.
I would love to sit here and tell you that was the greatest play call ever, and the offensive coordinator is a genius. I think that was some really bad defense.
Looking to throw on first down. Forced out of the pocket. Nice job there to limit the running room, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Looks as if Texas A&M will have enough for the first down.
And I just need a crease. I need you offensive linemen, just like right here. Great job holding the point of attack. Don't let any penetration come in. Give me a little sliver, and then you see the running back, Palmer. He'll do the rest, lower his shoulder.
And it's caught for the late touchdown. So how about this? Maybe we are set up for a finish.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
Here's Reed to throw. They get it in for the two-point conversion, and we have a four-point game. A very efficient five-play scoring drive. Just over 50 seconds to go. They're trying to pull off a comeback, and they'll need to get this onside kick to do it. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Here comes the Texas offense. This is everything you could hope for in a rivalry game like this. Close game, waning moments, history waiting to be made, guys.
And it's moments like this why you come and play for these two schools, right? To play in a game like this, in a rivalry like this, in a situation, David, game on the line late, who's going to take it?
And you know when you make this play, you're immortalized. With this kind of rivalry, these are the highlights they'll be showing for years. Everybody will be like, I remember when so-and-so made that play against our biggest rival to seal the deal.
To throw, Manning. Here's the pressure. And down he goes. Texas A&M will use its second timeout. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal.
That is how you start a drive. Meet the physical challenge on first down. Rush the quarterback, get the sack on second down, and now put him in a third and long situation. Nice job by this defense.
Manning lines up in the gun on third down. Finds a man on the right. He's got enough for the first down, and he might get a few bonus yards if they called that a face mask. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Run in the red zone, it Smothers. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Timeout called by the defense, 29 seconds to go.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
The week has been immersed in midnight yells, barbecue smells, a sea of crowds in the fall colors, and the Lone Star Showdown ends with Texas hooking them and getting the victory over the Aggies. That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.